Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review after my return from work. So after reviewing Moonfall, I after reviewing Moonfall and also after watching Moonfall, I went and got this Blu-ray from like Amazon yesterday, and then this Blu-ray will also be featured in a future update as well, and so today's movie review is going to be on this movie that came out in July this year, and I finally went and saw this movie. A lot of people have really been checking out this movie, and I know some people out there are kind of divided on this movie, but yeah. So today's movie review is going to be on Where the Crawdads Sing. Where the Crawdads Sing stars Daisy Edgar Jones, Taylor John Smith, Harris Dickinson, Michael Hyatt, Sterling Mansur Jr., and David Strathairn. Yeah. And with music by Michael Donna and Taylor Swift. Yeah. So, the story of Where the Crawdads Sing is based on the 2018 novel, and of course, the story goes like this. From the best-selling novel comes a mystery. Where the Crawdads Sing tells the story of Kaya, an abandoned girl who raised herself into adulthood in the dangerous marshlands of North Carolina. For years, rumors of the marsh girl haunted Barkley Cove, isolating the sharp and resilient Kaya from her community. Drawn to two young men from town, Kaya opens herself into a new and startling world. But when one of them is found dead, she is immediately cast by the community as the main suspect. As the case unfolds, the verdict as to what actually happened becomes increasingly unclear, threatening to reveal the many secrets that lie within the marsh. And there you go. So like I said, I remember when this movie first came out back in July of this year. I know a lot of moviegoers were actually seeing this movie, because when I was working at my local Regal movie theater, I know a lot of people have really been checking out this movie, and especially like the middle-aged and the elderly moviegoers that were going to see this movie, like the seniors that they referred to as. Like, even my Aunt Pen Pen actually went and saw this movie too, and my Aunt Pen Pen thought this movie was pretty good, even though she said the ending was a little disappointing, and which I can understand why people thought the ending was a little disappointing and maybe a little confusing at the same time. But in my opinion, I actually thought Where the Crawdads Sing was a great movie from 2022. I actually thought it was great. But the thing is that this movie's based on the 2018 novel. I don't really read novels that much, but I know my Aunt Pen Pen. I think she probably read the novel. I think so. But I think she's heard of the novel. But a lot of moviegoers who went and saw this movie at my local Regal movie theater, I'm pretty sure there were probably most of them who have heard of the novel and probably read it too. But for me, I don't really read novels that much, which I'm not really big on novels, but. But this movie, I thought it was pretty interesting for the most part. I thought it was a great movie, while at the same time it was interesting as well. And yeah, I thought it had pretty good acting too. Like Daisy Edgar Jones, I thought she did a good job in this movie. And oh yeah, and the movie is directed by Olivia Newman. And plus, Where the Crawdads Sing is also the very first movie from not only from Sony. But Sony actually teamed up with a new company that made this movie, which was their first movie, called 3000 Pictures. I think 3000 Pictures was actually founded and developed right after Fox 2000 Pictures went out of business. Yep. And plus, Where the Crawdads Sing is also made by Reese Witherspoon's company, Hello Sunshine. Yeah, and speaking of Reese Witherspoon, she's not really in this movie. She's only the producer of Where the Crawdads Sing. And I think it's pretty interesting how Reese Witherspoon actually produced this movie. And I gotta say, Reese Witherspoon did a pretty great job producing this movie. And yeah, because I've been wanting to check this movie out. Even my mom wants to check this movie out at some point. So, yeah. Because, despite the mixed reviews from critics, like audience reception was more positive, and this movie became a major box office success, because it's like a lot of those moviegoers and audiences, they didn't really care what those critics are saying, because they just gave this movie lots of positive reviews, and I agree with them. I actually think this movie is great, and I didn't hate anything about it. At least I can understand why the ending can be disappointing while at the same time confusing. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm actually glad that I checked this movie out, and I think it's a great movie in my opinion. Yeah. So overall, Where the Crawdads Sing was a great movie from 2022, and I'm gonna give Where the Crawdads Sing 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't seen this movie yet, then I say, if you're interested, then feel free to check this movie out if you're interested. But if you're not interested, then it's okay. Yeah. Because I'm actually glad that I finally checked this movie out. There's also another movie I want to check out on Blu-ray called Vengeance. So I already pre-ordered Vengeance on Blu-ray from Amazon, so that should be coming, I think, next Tuesday. Like Tuesday, like the 20th. Yeah. There you go. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Where the Crawdads Sing. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.